Have you ever spent a frustrating Sunday afternoon assembling a piece of IKEA furniture? You struggle with the confusing instructions. You might even put a piece on backwards, but finally, it's done. You stand back and look at your wobbly new bookshelf with a ridiculous sense of pride. It's a masterpiece, but there's a name for that feeling: the IKEA Effect. It's a fascinating cognitive bias where we place a disproportionately high value on things that we have partially created. And this simple bias doesn't just explain our love for flat-pack furniture. It's a powerful force that can make or break a business. So what's the science here? The IKEA effect was first described by researchers Michael Norton, Daniel Moken, and Dan Ariely. In their experiments, they had one group assemble IKEA boxes, and another group was just given pre-assembled boxes. They then asked everyone how much they would pay for the box. The result? The assemblers were willing to pay significantly more for their own creations than the non-assemblers were. The effort they put in, their labor, led them to love it more. We irrationally overvalue our own sweat equity. Clever businesses have been using this principle for years. Think about meal kit services like Blue Apron or HelloFresh. They don't just sell you food, they sell you the experience of cooking. They do the boring parts, the shopping and the measuring, but they leave the fun part, the assembly and cooking, to you. By the time you're done, you feel like a professional chef, and the meal tastes that much better because you made it. This also applies to the world of software and tech. Think of build-your-own website platforms like Squarespace, or customizable products from Nike where you can choose your own colors. By involving the user in the creation process, these companies increase the perceived value of the final product and build a stronger emotional connection to the brand. But the IKEA effect has a dark side, especially for entrepreneurs. Aspiring founders often spend months, or even years, secretly building a product in their garage. They pour their heart, soul, and savings into it. They fall in love with their creation. They are blinded by the IKEA effect. They believe their product is a masterpiece, a guaranteed success. But when they finally launch, they're shocked to find that nobody else cares. Nobody is willing to pay what they think it's worth. They overvalued their own idea because they were the one who built it. They failed to ask the most important question: do other people actually want this? This is why the lean startup methodology is so popular. It forces founders to build a minimum viable product, or MVP, and get it in front of real customers as quickly as possible, before they fall too deeply in love with their own work. So, how can you use this knowledge? First, be aware of the bias in yourself. The next time you're working on a project, get outside feedback early and often. Don't let your effort cloud your judgment. Second, if you're building a product, find ways to involve your customers. Let them feel a sense of ownership. And finally, remember that the IKEA effect only works if the task is successfully completed. If the IKEA bookshelf is impossible to build, you don't end up loving it, you end up hating it. So the effort has to be just right, enough to feel invested, but not so much that it leads to failure. The IKEA effect is a subtle but powerful force in our lives and in business. Being aware of it can help you understand your own decisions better and see the hidden psychology behind the products you use every day. For more insights into the fascinating world of business psychology, make sure you subscribe to BizNest. Thanks for watching.